Hashtag AI outputs are a mirror. You ask a simple question. The AI gives you something unusable. Your first thought, the model's broken. I've worked in enterprise technology long enough to watch every new tool get blamed for the user's assumptions. Here's what nobody wants to hear. Bad AI outputs aren't a technology failure. They're a mirror. The model isn't confused. You are. It's doing exactly what you told it to do. You just didn't realize what you were asking. Most people have never had to explain their thinking precisely enough for a machine to execute it. Now they do, and the results are uncomfortable. I once asked an AI to build a dashboard. Simple request. What came back looked like a Vegas casino threw up on a spreadsheet. 12 graphs, 3 data tables, neon colors that could guide aircraft at night. My first instinct, no, make it simpler. Then I stopped. The AI didn't fail. I did. I said, build a dashboard, and assumed it knew what I meant. It didn't. It gave me everything a dashboard could be, because I never told it what I actually needed. That's the mirror. The AI did exactly what I asked for. The prompt was the problem. I said dashboard. That's it. No constraints, no context, no mention that this was for executives who treat visual clutter like a personal insult. I didn't specify 3 metrics, clean layout, minimal chrome. I gave it a noun and expected it to read my mind. Here's the uncomfortable part. The machine didn't fail the brief. I did. And that's not a bug in the technology. That's a mirror reflecting something most leaders have never had to face. The precision gap between what they think they said and what they actually communicated. Which brings us to clarity. There's a term for what's happening now, vibe coding. You don't write the syntax. You describe what you want. The AI writes the code. Tools like Cursor, Replit, you give direction, it spits out a working app in seconds. It's delegation at machine speed. And here's the thing, if you can't articulate what you need clearly enough for a machine to build it, you probably weren't clear when you delegated to humans either. You just never got feedback this fast. In the old workflow, vagueness had places to hide. A junior developer asks clarifying questions. A project manager schedules 3 follow-up meetings. A consultant bills you another week to refine requirements. The system had padding. Confusion was expected. Ambiguity was normal. Not anymore. When you're prompting an AI, there are no clarifying questions, no confused Slack messages, no follow-ups. You combine vision with clarity, you get execution. You bring vision without clarity, you get expensive nonsense. There's nowhere to hide. If the output is wrong, it's because the input was vague, and that's uncomfortable. But it's also clarifying. The AI becomes a mirror showing you exactly how precise your thinking actually is. For most of us, not as precise as we assumed. Traditional management had a built-in grace period. You'd give unclear direction on Monday. By week 2, there'd be confusion and extra meetings. By month 1, people were pivoting or making excuses. The failure didn't surface until the quarterly review. 90 days later. That lag time was generous. It gave leaders weeks to blame circumstances, team dynamics, market shifts, anything but their own fuzzy instructions. AI doesn't give you 90 days. It gives you 90 seconds. You prompt it. It ships. If the output's wrong, there's no one else in the loop. No team to blame. No market conditions to point at. Just you and the mirror. Vibe coding obliterates that lag entirely. You don't wait a quarter to see your bad directions fail. You see the true cost of your imprecision in 30 seconds flat. The model shows you what you actually said, not what you thought you meant. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. AI flips the accountability model completely. In the old loop, when a project failed, you could question the team. Did they understand? Did they execute? Were they capable? There were variables everywhere, but the AI is quantifiably intelligent. It has the technical capability. It doesn't get tired, distracted, or confused. So when the output is wrong, there's only one variable left in the equation. You, the mirror, doesn't blink. So here's the flip. The question is no longer, did the team get it? The only question left is, did I explain it well enough? That's the accountability shift, from them back to you. That's modern management. Because if you can't articulate your vision clearly to a machine that literally knows everything, you're definitely not articulating it clearly to a human being who doesn't. Which brings us to the practice itself. Vibe coding. How you actually sharpen this muscle. How you turn clarity from an aspiration into a repeatable skill. Let's talk mechanics. Hashtag AI coding. Practice makes you a better leader. Here's the practice. And you don't need to be an engineer to do it. 1 hour a week, open an AI coding tool. Build something small. A dashboard, an automated workflow, a basic chatbot. Doesn't matter what. The point isn't to learn code. The point is to watch what your words actually create. Try this. Tell the AI, make it better. You'll get a random guess at what better means. Now try this. Reduce to 3 primary actions. Remove secondary navigation, use system fonts. That's actionable. 0 room for interpretation. The difference shows up instantly on the screen. Here's another one. Ask for a professional design. You're thinking Apple's website. The AI gives you a 1990s banking portal with clip art, but say B2B SIS, boring, trustworthy, 0 decoration. Now you get what you meant. I've built enough systems to know that most people have never had to be this precise. They've never gotten feedback this fast. The AI doesn't nod politely and guess what you meant later. It builds exactly what you said, right now. And here's the part that matters. Training yourself to brief an AI. This clearly doesn't stay in the coding tool. It transfers directly to how you brief humans. Your team has been guessing what you meant for years. They've just been too polite to tell you. The AI isn't polite. It shows you the gap between your intent and your words in real time. That's the practice. That's how you close it. Here's the part most people miss. The AI does not fill in your gaps. It executes your words. If your words are vague, your results are vague. And here's what's uncomfortable. This mirrors the exact dynamic you have with every direct report you work with. People can't read your mind any better than the AI can. The only difference? The AI gives you blunt feedback in seconds instead of waiting until the end of a long, painful sprint. So here's the real skill: linguistic precision. Your ability to turn vision into reality, whether you're managing people or prompting machines, depends entirely on how clearly you can say what good looks like. Most leaders have never had to define it this precisely. Now they do, and the gap shows. Vibe coding is leadership training. So what's the bottom line? Vibe coding isn't a passing trend. It's world-class leadership training disguised as product development. It forces you to confront your own vagueness head-on, and it sharpens your communication faster than reading another management book ever will. If you genuinely want to get better at leading, stop passively reading about leadership. Start actively testing your clarity by building. Open a tool, give it a prompt. Watch what your clarity, or lack of it, actually creates. The feedback is instant. The lesson is permanent. The tools are right there, waiting, perfectly capable, infinitely patient, entirely literal. So here's my final question for you. What have you been wanting to build? Go find out if you can explain it. If you want to close the gap between vision and execution, yours and everyone else's, follow for more.